This is my 1992 Lexus SC400. We're gonna do a budget drift build on it for under $3,500. Follow us along while we build it. Shortly after acquiring the car during my sophomore year of college, I learned the brakes were really bad at all four and had a violent shake in the steering wheel. So me being a college student, I bought the cheapest set of coilovers I could find on eBay for $190 and a cheap set of rotors and pads. I think I spent less than $500 in all the parts combined. However, the car was showing symptoms of needing the dreaded starter motor replaced. The starter motor on the 1UZ is located underneath the intake manifold and is a several-hour project for such a simple component. This is a common issue with SC400. After replacing the starter, I decided to take it a little further and chip away towards a drift build. I purchased the steering wheel from NRG and the factory handbrake extension from Drift HQ. I also found some nice authentic BBS wheels from a 2007 Camry Sport for a really great price. These are the first 5 mods that we need to do. First, we need a welded differential. Second, we need front adjustable camber arms. Third, tie rod extensions. Fourth, a handbrake lever. And fifth, more power. This is what we're struggling on. So the tie rod end link would not come out. By the way, this is Jake. He's our buddy who's helping us out. So we're struggling to get this tie rod end link out right now. The threads are just not budging. We tried heat, PV blast, pretty much everything. So we're gonna walk away from that and try to get this upper control arm section out. This washer pump is in the way of the bolt coming out fully. We are gonna have to strip the rest of the fender liner off.
There we go.
There's just more stuck in the bushing.
Oh, there you go.
Hey.
Yep.
There we go. Crazy. Hey, there we go. This is the first car I ever drifted by myself in an open lot at age 13. I was fortunate enough to buy it 6 years later with the hopes of making it into a drift car. Now, with the help of my friends and more resources, I'm going to make the car drift well like I've always dreamed about. The only problem is, this car needs a ton of modification to drift effectively. We're running these tie rod end links on the first hole to achieve an additional 20 degrees of steering angle, but at this point we realized we needed to make some cuts in the dust shield. These tie rod end links took quite some time to get out. Since they'd been sitting on the car since 1992, we had to use a ton of heat and a sledge to bang them free. We took it a step further and swapped the differential out for a welded one from an SC400. A welded diff keeps both rear wheels rotating at the same speed at all times. It chirps the tires when parking tight, but in return offers more predictability when in drift. Most importantly, this part only cost us about $350.
Alright, so Brad's finishing up putting the cotter pins in for all the different locations on the tire rods and control arms. Once we're done with that, we're going to drop the car down a little bit, do an eyeball alignment, slap the front tires on, and get her on all fours.
Here, I'm doing a rough adjustment on the toe alignment. We're planning to get wider wheels on soon, and we'll have the car put on a laser alignment machine, but for now, this will have to do. Alright guys, moment of truth. We have been working on this Lexus SC400 for 2 days now, and we're about to lower it for its first time. That is a ton of angle.
Yeah. So you don't want a full lock to the left.
Ran for about 15 seconds. Then died.
We decided to go with the cheap modification that we can do to the factory airbox. Just cut out 3 holes right in the front of the airbox, which will allow more
nice
air. We're also getting a new aftermarket filter, and then we're going to build an external cover using plexiglass, so it'll all be visible from the engine bay.
We have some detail parts coming to finish it off and make it nicer, but we found some other issues with the car while I was in the shop. So we have a coolant leak that definitely needs to be addressed. It's in terrible need of a new battery. I don't know why I'm crossing these off, but keep rolling with it. So we also have a vacuum leak that's gonna get addressed, and it's just stumbling at idle. We're gonna wrap this car. We tested some colors out on the back. I think we'll tell you guys in the next video what we're gonna do, but we're definitely wrapping the car. With more time on my hands and parts, we're gonna do that for you guys. We're gonna fucking build this car.